A perfect world doesn't exist, but it's always possible to improve it and make it better. The society in which we live is made up of abundance and technological advancement. However, we have gradually modified our daily living habits. We are less active and eat way more than before. We are sensitive to the issue of having a healthy and active lifestyle. What's happened? If human biology hasn't changed, our environment has gone through important changes. Many factors have to be considered. Urban spreading means longer and therefore less active commuting towards work, school, or recreational activities. Many parents worry about their kids walking or biking to school. The growing number of restaurants, convenience and grocery stores means that we eat out more often. The food industry comes up with tasty dishes and creative ideas ready in minutes, and often with a low nutritious value. The size of portions rises, and so does our waistline. Let's not forget the attracting publicities which we are bombarded with and which deal with food and drinks as well as body image. Result: this environment has a direct impact on kids and their families because making healthy choices is not always that easy. We therefore hear about chronic diseases appearing, most of which could be avoided with proper prevention. Being active and eat well every day requires as a result a strong motivation, but it's also affected by what surrounds us. With this in mind, let's be innovative and work together towards new sustainable solutions for our children and our families so that they can make healthy choices. Where do we start, though? We often wonder where to start. For almost 10 years now in Quebec, we've been working to reverse these trends, and we've been very active. The population, the government, and the Lucie and André Chagnon Foundation have united for these changes and created the Québec Ensemble Fund. There are two sides to the equation. What we eat, of course, but also what we spend in terms of energy. We can therefore decide on the choices we make for ourselves or for our family. We must also take into account how our environment helps in making our decisions. So here are 4 areas of influence where we can act. In the neighborhood, the community, city or village, yes, people can come together to take an in-depth look at the problems and try to find solutions. That is what we call communities and partners involvement. We can do it by directly targeting children, daycare, teachers, to influence kids. But we can also work on the environment itself. The food. What choices do we really have in terms of fruit and vegetables? Do we offer a large quantity of soft drinks? But we can also look at physical activities, not only in terms of sports, but rather at the physical activeness of the lifestyle. Is it easy to bike, walk to school or to work? Does public transit help us to be more active? These different offers and daily environment changes therefore help us in our choices, and even more so when we, as a society, are influenced in thinking about this because of publicity or public announcement campaigns. We want to influence a social norm, and it has worked in the past with the smoking, the safety belt, and the drinking and driving publicity campaigns. So changing the perception of our environment, whether for food or to break a cycle, that is what we call transforming or improving the social norm. To put these projects in place around children, there has to be lots of people getting involved. Yes, the parents, but also daycare workers, phys ed teachers, school principals, and all the people organizing events to promote and make physical activities a real success. The food industry also has a crucial role to play, which will affect our environment to offer healthy foods and, of course, the chefs. In a city, stakeholders such as mayors, urban planners, who will help in the implementation of bike paths, easy commute towards work and school, and who will help changing our neighborhoods so that they are greener, more diverse, and more interesting. Every step needs stakeholders who have a clear willingness to get actively involved. With all these people, we will be rolling. What do these projects look like in real life? At school, in the classroom, teachers have been showed ways to use the classroom and school space itself, such as the halls, to do and promote physical activities. Learning to go play outside again seems simple enough, but that is possible. In the kitchen, our chefs in the daycare centers have learned to adapt the menus to include more taste, color, and style, so that kids can learn to rediscover the pleasure of eating with less fat and sugar in their plate. In communities, engineers and urban planners give stakeholders ready-to-use solutions on how to improve the neighborhood, make it greener and more active so that people will get outside and play. There is also all the food industry with which we work so that people get involved in improving the food offer. Finally, there are also volunteers who work with kids to bring them to school by foot via the Traduction initiative. There are, as a result, lots of other projects, so let's look at them.
Avec la coordonnatrice de Québec en Forme, on a organisé des formations pour les enseignantes.